What's up, meberrra here, and I've got my MGStouch Customs finished for you. They were a tough project for me. Not so much the actual design of it, but the detail aspects. There's a bunch of detail in the shoe. They're done on Nike Air Force Ones, if you haven't noticed, and they are the 25th anniversary. I forget the name. I just call them rainbow stitches, because in the midsole, the black part, it's like got a rainbow stitching instead of typical white or black stitching. At first I didn't like the stitching like that. I mean, I was just gonna paint over it because I like the style of the shoe. I was just gonna paint it either white or black, like they're supposed to come. But after I was designing and painting and finishing up the shoe, I realized that it looked kind of good with it, and kind of made it pop. It set it off as like true customs. So I was like, okay, yeah, I guess I'll keep it. Like I say, it's based off of MGStouch. It's an App Store iPhone iPod game from MGStouch 4. It's got the whole entire storyline of MGStouch 4 against the Patriot in it, but you play it differently because it's a touch application. The iPhone, you do everything touchscreen. So yeah, I love it. MGStouch is one of my favorite games, and I had to do one of these because once again, Jacob Patterson inspired me. He's a great artist, and I love all the work he does. I didn't want to feel like I was copying him and doing another Metal Gear Solid game, so when they came out with the App Store game, I was pretty happy I was able to do something. The only bad thing is Kojima doesn't have any actual sketches or artwork for this App Store game. Since it's mostly based off of MGStouch 4, they just use pictures and stuff from the game. So I had to get the pictures from the website in order to make it look alright. So I mean, that's the only bad thing, but it turned out really well. I liked them. Metal Gear actually is I hate to say this, the only game I've actually ever really completed besides Grand Theft Auto or something like that. I tend to get bored with games after a while, or if I just don't play my PlayStation for a while, I don't play it anymore for some reason. But Metal Gear Solid, I've always completed the entire game, like all the way through. It's that good. Like they tell like the best stories in the game. It's like so complex and so detailed, and they're so funny at the same time with their different characters and things they do. So yeah, it's one of my favorite games in the world. So I had to try and do something like this for myself. The design I got is if you open the app, in the background, the main home screen, it's got like the camouflage looking splatter going in the background. So I did that as the theme of the shoe. I didn't really know how I was going to do that. I was going to draw it in at first, paint it in, but then I felt like it wasn't going to look authentic. It would just look like it was hand painted, not a real splatter. So that's why I decided to do the splatter the way I did. And the only thing I don't like that how it turned out was the splatters weren't thick enough. I mean, it came out thick. I was afraid it wasn't going to dry, but I mean, like, the width of the splatters weren't thick enough. But I guess it turned out cool. I like it. It turned out really good. And I get this a lot when I showed everyone at work and my family and stuff. They say that logo, the green logo there, looks kind of like an Xbox symbol, but it's not. I mean, it's like the the power-up symbol, but what it is actually an exclamation point circled, or half circled, I guess you could say. And that's the logo for MGStouch. So that's why I put that on there. And then the face here that I'm drawing is the actual icon. Like when you download the app, the icon you get that shows up is his face, Snake's face. And it's done in black and white, so that's why I went with black and white instead of color for doing the Snake. I must say doing Snake was actually the hardest part of the entire shoe, because I really didn't like the way it looked. It blended with the colors, so I broke it up into, I think it was 5 layers, like a stencil design. And the way I painted it on there, you really can't tell too much that it's a stencil unless you're like right up on the shoes. But yeah, they look awesome that way, so I like it a lot better than doing it the other way. Let's see, I guess, I don't know, they look so good and turned out so well. I'm very proud of myself. I kind of don't want to wear them now. I mean, I wear a size 12, and I tried them on, but it just didn't seem right. It's like a painting, but I know you're supposed to be able to wear them, but hey, if anybody likes them and they feel like they want to buy them off of me, I'd be more than happy to sell them to you. It'd be my pleasure. So hit me up if you are interested in these shoes. They're a size 12 Nike Air Force One. So yeah. Because of these shoes, I got a bunch of people now from work that actually want me to do something. We'll see how that turns out. We'll see if they come through or not. I gotta do one for my buddy, but not these shoes. Something he wants to do off of a different game. But I've got pictures on here on my DeviantArt and at the end of this video, so check them out. You can see the detail in it. And thanks for watching.